Day 87, Conquest and Judges, Joshua 19 through 21, Psalm 130. Let's begin. Joshua 19 through 21. And the second lot went out, for the sons of Simeon by their families. And their inheritance was in the midst of the possession of the sons of Judah, Beersheba, and Sheba, and Melada, and Hazar-Shual, Bala, and Ezem, and Eltalad, Bethul, and Hormah, and Ziklag, and Beth-Marcaboth, and Hazar-Susa, and Bethelbaith, and Sharuhin, 13 cities, and their villages, Ainan and Rimmon, and Ether and Ashan, 4 cities, and their villages. All villages around these cities, as far as Baalath-beer, the high place facing the southern region. This is the inheritance of the sons of Simeon, according to their families. Within the possession and lot of the sons of Judah, which was greater. And for this reason, the sons of Simeon had a possession in the midst of their inheritance. And the third lot fell to the sons of Zebulun, by their families, and the limit of their possession was set as far as Sarid. And it ascends from the sea and from Ariel. And it passes on to Dabbesheth, as far as the torrent, which is opposite Jokneam. And it turns back from Sarid to the east, to the end of Chisloth-Tabor. And it goes out to Daberath, and it ascends opposite Japhia. And from there, it continues to the eastern region of Gath-Hepher and Ethkazin, and goes out to Rimmon, Amthar, and Ne. And it circles to the north at Hanathon, and its exits are at the valley of Iftahel, and Kattath and Nahalal, and Shimron and Idalah, and Bethlehem, 12 cities, and their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the sons of Zebulun, by their families, the cities and their villages. The fourth lot went out to Issachar, by their families. And his inheritance was Jezreel, and Chesulloth, and Shunem, and Haphraim, and Shion, and Anaharath, and Rabbath, and Kishan Ebe, and Remeth, and Enganim, and Enhaddah, and Beth-Pazzaz. And its limit reaches to Tabor and Shahazumah and Beth-Shemesh, and its exits shall be at the Jordan, 16 cities, and their villages. This is the possession of the sons of Issachar by their families, the cities and their villages. And the fifth lot fell to the tribe of the sons of Asher, by their families. And their border was Helkath, and Hali, and Beten, and Akshaph, and Elamelech, and Amad, and Mishal. And it extends even to Carmel by the sea, and Shear, and Libnath. And it turns back toward the east at Beth-dagon. And it continues on as far as Zebulun and the valley of Iftahel, toward the north, at Beth-emek and Neiel. And it goes out to the left of Kabul, and to Ebron, and Rehob, and Hammon, and Cana, as far as the great Sidon. And it turns back at Ramah, even to the very fortified city of Tyre, and even to Hosah. And its exits shall be at the sea, from the lot of Achzib. And Umah, and Aphek, and Rehob, 22 cities, and their villages. This is the possession of the sons of Asher, by their families, and the cities and their villages. The sixth lot fell to the sons of Naphtali, by their families. And its border begins from Heleph and Elon, into Zananim, and Adami, which is Nekeb, and Jabneel, as far as Lacham. And its exits are as far as the Jordan. And the border turns back to the west at Aznoth-Tabor, and it goes out from there to Hukkok, and continues on to Zebulun, in the south, and to Asher, in the west, and to Judah, at the Jordan, toward the rising of the sun. And the most fortified cities are Ziddim, Zur and Hammath, and Rakkath, and Chinnereth, and Adamah and Ramah, Hazo, and Kadesh and Edrei and Hazo, and Yiron and Migdalel, Horem and Bethanath, and Beth-Shemesh, 19 cities, and their villages. This is the possession of the tribe of the sons of Naphtali, by their families, the cities and their villages. The seventh lot went out to the tribe of the sons of Dan, by their families. And the border of their possession was Zorah, and Eshtaol, and Iar-Shemesh, that is, the city of the sun, Shaalbin, and Aijalon, and Ithla, Elon, and Timnah, and Ekron, Eltekeh, Gibbethon, and Baalath, and Jehud, and Beneh, and Barak, and Gathrimmon, and Najarkon, and Rakkon, with a border that looks toward Joppa. And there the last part is concluded. And the sons of Dan ascended and fought against Leshem, and they seized it. And they struck it with the mouth of the sword, and they possessed it, and they lived in it, calling it by the name of Leshem Dan, according to the name of their father Dan. This is the possession of the tribe of the sons of Dan, by their families, the cities and their villages. And when he had completed dividing the land by lot to each one by their tribes, the sons of Israel gave a possession to Joshua, the son of Nun, in their midst. In accord with the precept of the Lord, the city he requested, Timnath-Serah, on Mount Ephraim. And he built up the city, and he lived in it. These are the possessions which Eleazar, the priest, and Joshua, the son of Nun, and the leaders of the families and tribes of the sons of Israel divided by lot at Shiloh, before the Lord, at the door of the tabernacle of the testimony. And so did they divide the land. And the Lord spoke to Joshua, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, and say to them, Separate the cities of refuge, about which I spoke to you by the hand of Moses, so that anyone who will have struck down a life unintentionally may flee to them. And so, he may be able to escape from the wrath of a close relative, who is an avenger of blood. And when he will have fled to one of these cities, he shall stand before the gate of the city, and he shall speak to the ancients of that city, the things that prove him innocent. And so shall they receive him, and give him a place in which to live. And if the avenger of blood will have pursued him, they shall not deliver him into his hands. For he struck down his neighbor unknowingly, one who was not proven to have been his enemy 2 or 3 days before. And he shall live in that city, until he stands before judgment in order to render the facts of his case, and until the death of the high priest, whoever it will be in that time. Then the one who killed a man may return, and he may enter his own city and house, from which he had fled. And they decreed Kadesh in Galilee, at Mount Naphtali, and Shechem, at Mount Ephraim, and Kiriath-arba, which is Hebron, at Mount Judah. And beyond the Jordan, opposite the eastern side of Jericho, they appointed Bezer, which is situated on the plain of the wilderness of the tribe of Reuben, and Ramoth and Gilead of the tribe of Gad, and Golan in Bashan of the tribe of Manasseh. These cities were established for all the sons of Israel, and for the new arrivals who were living among them, so that whoever had struck down a life unintentionally might flee to these, and not die at the hand of a close relative who desires to vindicate the blood that was shed, until he should stand before the people, in order to present his case. And the leaders of the families of Levi approached Eleazar, the priest, and Joshua, the son of Nun, and the rulers of the extended families of each of the tribes of the sons of Israel. And they spoke to them at Shiloh, in the land of Canaan, and they said, The Lord instructed by the hand of Moses, that cities should be given to us as habitations, with their suburbs to nourish our cattle. And so the sons of Israel gave cities and their suburbs from their possessions, in accord with the order of the Lord. And the lot went out for the family of Kohath, of the sons of Aaron the priest, from the tribes of Judah and Simeon and Benjamin, 13 cities. And to the remainder of the sons of Kohath, that is, to the Levites who were left over, there went, from the tribes of Ephraim and Dan, and from the 1/2 tribe of Manasseh, 10 cities. And next the lot went out to the sons of Gershon, so that they would receive, from the tribes of Issachar and Asher and Naphtali, and from the 1/2 tribe of Manasseh at Bashan, the number of 13 cities. And to the sons of Merari by their families, from the tribes of Reuben and Gad and Zebulun, there went 12 cities. And so the sons of Israel gave cities and their suburbs to the Levites, just as the Lord instructed by the hand of Moses, distributing to each by lot. From the tribes of the sons of Judah and Simeon, Joshua gave cities, whose names are these. To the sons of Aaron, of the families of Kohath of the stock of Levi, for the first lot went out for them. The city of Arba, the father of Anak, which is called Hebron, on the mountain of Judah, and its surrounding suburbs. Yet truly, the fields and its villages he had given to Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, as a possession. Therefore, he gave to the sons of Aaron the priest, Hebron as a city of refuge, as well as its suburbs, and Libnah, with its suburbs, and Jadar, and Eshtemoa, and Holon, and Debir, and Ain, and Judah, and Bethshemesh, with their suburbs, 9 cities from 2 tribes, just as has been said. Then, from the tribe of the sons of Benjamin, he gave Gibeon, and Geba, and Anathoth, and Almon, with their suburbs, 4 cities. All the cities together of the sons of Aaron, the priest, were 13, with their suburbs. Yet truly, the remainder of the families of the sons of Kohath, of the stock of Levi, were given this possession. From the tribe of Ephraim, Shechem, one of the cities of refuge, with its suburbs, on Mount Ephraim, and Gezer, and Kibzaim, and Bethhoron, with their suburbs, 4 cities. And from the tribe of Dan, Eltek and Gibbethon, and Aijalon and Gathrimmon, with their suburbs, 4 cities. Then, from the 1/2 tribe of Manasseh, Tanakh and Gathrimmon, with their suburbs, 2 cities. All the cities were 10, with their suburbs. These were given to the sons of Kohath, of the lesser degree. Likewise, to the sons of Gershon, of the stock of Levi, from the 1/2 tribe of Manasseh, went Golan in Bashan, one of the cities of refuge, and Bosra, with their suburbs, 2 cities. Also, from the tribe of Issachar, Kishon and Dabrath, and Jarmuth, and Enganim, with their suburbs, 4 cities. Then, from the tribe of Asher, Mishal and Abdon, and Helkath and Rehob, with their suburbs, 4 cities. Likewise, from the tribe of Naphtali, Kadesh in Galilee, one of the cities of refuge, and Hamath-dor, and Kartan, with their suburbs, 3 cities. All the cities of the families of Gershon were 13, with their suburbs. Then, to the sons of Merari, Levites of the lesser degree, by their families, were given, from the tribe of Zebulun, Jokneam and Kartah, and Dimnah and Nahalal, 4 cities with their suburbs. From the tribe of Reuben, beyond the Jordan, opposite Jericho, Bezer in the wilderness, one of the cities of refuge, Mizar and Jazer, and Jethson and Mephith, 4 cities with their suburbs. From the tribe of Gad, Ramoth of Gilead, one of the cities of refuge, and Mahanaim and Heshbon and Jazer, 4 cities with their suburbs. All the cities of the sons of Merari, by their families and extended families, were 12. And so all the cities of the Levites, in the midst of the possession of the sons of Israel, were 48. With their suburbs, each distributed by families. And the Lord God gave to Israel all the land that he had sworn he would deliver to their fathers. And they possessed it, and they lived in it. And he gave them peace with all the surrounding nations. And none of their enemies dared to stand against them. Instead, they were brought under their sovereignty. Indeed, not so much as one word that he had promised to provide for them was left empty. Instead, everything was fulfilled. Psalm 130. A canticle in steps, of David. O Lord, my heart has not been exalted, and my eyes have not been raised up. Neither have I walked in greatness, nor in wonders beyond me. When I was not humble in thought, then I lifted up my soul. Like one who has been weaned from his mother, so was I recompensed in my soul. Let Israel hope in the Lord, from this time forward and even forever.